Well, welcome back, guys. It's been a long ride, and we definitely have a long way to go. Now, the first thing I want to do, guys, is I want to start producing for sure the marine units. We already have a few building in Bretagne, but I want to build even more. And the reason being, apparently we need these marine units to do our naval invasion. That's going to be tough, to say the least. I'm going to put some here on the Midi-Pyrénées, and I'm going to train some more of these guys. And actually, as soon as we unlock that 10 military points, I think I'm actually going to be allocating something to these marine units. I really think they're extremely important to the war effort. Right now, of course, we're fighting the monarchists mainly. We also haven't checked out a lot of our naval battle results, so I'm going to go ahead and look around here. Let's take a look here. So this was a glorious victory. Look at all the ships lost. Now, we did lose 24 destroyers, or maybe that's all since... Oh, yeah. Yeah, we lost 24 destroyers, but we had a ton of them, and we killed a number of massive enemy ships, heavy cruisers. We got some light cruisers as well, a bunch of enemy planes, and that is a victory for us. So we're doing okay in the sea, and that's another reason we really need to plan this invasion. As you can see right here, our submarine, or actually our ships actually destroyed some submarines here, Weltkrieg U-boats. So we know for sure that the French Republic is also trying to gain control of this area. So at this point, they're heading to Provence to repair. That's fine. I'll allow them to do that, and we will continue on, my friends. So far, the Germans have not declared war on us. It's a little bit weird, to be honest, but I'm not going to complain. And not all of our units are getting the necessary resources, which is a little concerning. We're also going to have to take one of these armies and basically use it as an invasion force, and I think it's going to be this one, the Army de les Travailleurs, to be honest with you. In fact, I'm going to garrison an area. And just basically try to hold this port area, especially in case the French Republic decides to attack us, which is a very real possibility. We're also going pretty fast in the game. If you guys like us to go a little bit slower, let me know. But quite frankly, the reason I go this fast is because I want to make sure that we don't lose the save file. I want to make sure that everything goes as planned, and that we can keep playing to the very end, even if it does mean a defeat. That's really my main goal. Okay, naval convoys, and it looks like some enemy convoys are trying to attack and possibly land. Where are those marines? So once we get the marine units, we need to build an army out of them. At that point, we essentially set up the invasion, and I'm going to set it up somewhere over here. I don't think the enemy expects us to drop right in the desert. At that point, I'll send in that army, the Army de les Travailleurs, and hopefully we can smash the area here. But you can see the enemy has so many allies, and we'll get a look at the casualty count pretty soon here, but things are definitely very tense. We're at 99% tension in the world, and things can't get much more tense unless we go to war with the Germans. Now, if we decide to demand Alsace-Lorraine, I think we will have a chance to go to war with Germany, but I'm not sure if we should go to war yet. I kind of want you guys to decide whether or not that's an appropriate action. That would, of course, maybe bring Britain into the war with us, but I really don't know. The Damocles Project is supposed to be a partnership between us and the British, but we'll see if they accept, and they might not. Unfortunately, they're led by quite a liberal syndicalist known as Annie Kenney, and she's basically an isolationist and really isn't interested in getting into wars. She is not a fan of war at all. Speaking of wars, look at that. Battle of the Bay of Biscay. Here we lost, unfortunately, losing a number of destroyers against the Canadians. And of course, right now the Canadians are being led by the British royal family. Once the Weltkrieg ended, the British royal family ran away from England to Canada, which is pretty funny. Also, looks like the combined syndicates of America are doing a really good job here. How cool would it be if we get them on our side? I don't expect that to happen, but you never know. Take a look here at the faction view. I want to see if we can get the United Mexican States on our side. I'd love them to join, but I don't think they will. Okay, Britain refused to cooperate. What did I tell you guys? And the Norwegian Socialist Republic, this is very important, guys, has decided to attack the Kingdom of Sweden. So this is basically another war on yet another front, and we're going to have to pick a new national focus. So like I said, if we go for demand Alsace-Lorraine, we're going to immediately have to go to war with Germany. I think we should focus more on the communal army if we're able to, do some global organization. This would increase the land doctrine. I don't know if I want to do that. Unite Italy is definitely something I want to do, but we can't do it yet until we get take down Germany, which we need demand Alsace-Lorraine for that. So, what else can I do? The Curio project. And this would increase our research for nuclear technology. Man, I'm going to have to let you guys decide, and I really need your suggestions here. I think I'm going to go ahead and do Arrangement du Territoire, so we're going to increase our infrastructure just a bit there. And Petrograd, the Russian city of Petrograd has fallen, guys. So let's take a look. It looks like the Finns, the Kingdom of Finland, has managed to break through. That's pretty amazing. Of course, the Kingdom of Finland is at war right now. They're being led by Frederick Karl I. And that is pretty cool. We also have a few more things we want to research, and one thing that I learned from some of these naval invasion tutorials is you absolutely want to increase your Marines, and to do that you've got to go over here. Yes, this is it. So I believe we researched that. Yep. We want to research this now, the landing craft. And I definitely want to get our Mas 40 before we do any sort of land invasions. I think right now just having an army defending that area hopefully is good enough. Hopefully. Alright, Russian Empire declared war on White Ruthenia. We've got a few armies here. War in the East. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay, hold on. A war has erupted on the Eastern Front between the armed forces of the German Empire and the Russian state. Even if Russia is significantly weaker than the German Empire, its large territory and masses of divisions force Germans to transfer many divisions from the Franco-German borders to the east. Leave borders relatively weakly defended. This could be our chance to regain what was stolen from us. Yes, we're going to war, boys. I'm sorry, we're doing it. Wartime. We absolutely want to get back factories running. Right now, I'm not going to do any attacks. I'm just going to try to hold, although I would like to take Brussels, but I'm just holding. I'm not attacking. I am staying put. I'll let the Germans attack us. Of course, we got the Liberate Spain and the Take Down Germany clause. And they've called in the Sultanate, some sort of Sultanate, as well as Ireland. Ireland has joined, and we need to call all our friends to this war immediately. It also looks like the Russians want a non-aggression pact. I can accept that, despite the fact they're monarchists. And I want to immediately jump to the war with the German Empire and call all allies. Unfortunately, and this is sad, but the British... Oh no, the Britain has joined the fight! Well done, Britain, well done! They will join the fight, so we'll call all allies once again. Well, maybe we need to reset that. Hold on. Pause. Join war's request. Absolutely. World tension has increased, and the Second Weltkrieg has begun, guys. Of course, we'll accept Britain. And they're also joining the French Communard War, which is great. So the Second Weltkrieg has begun here, and there's an uprising in Wallonia and Lorraine. We're going to support the uprising. We'll lose 500 manpower, but I think we can lose it. We'll be okay. Another thing I might want to do is go for Brussels, but I have to micromanage that attack, and I'm not sure I want to do that. I'm going to see if I can go for Dunkirk. This might not be a good idea at all, but we're going to try it. And it looks like Jacques de Blot is leading this army. Alright guys, we're going to be the first ones to attack here, not necessarily a great idea. Also, we have an entire army here. Okay, some Brazilian volunteers have arrived. Beautiful. We also are running out of resources, so I want to start getting some rubber immediately from the Baratia commune. And they are sending us troops anyway. So let's actually get these divisions together. We've got some foreign volunteers, and we can actually probably start a second army, or a third army, or just add to the large armies we have already, like the one led right here. By, what's his name? What is your name? Maurice Gamelin. So that's also a possibility. And we are kind of breaking through here through Dunkirk, and there is an uprising in Wallonia and Lorraine. So as you can see right now, the Wallonians have actually risen up, and we're also getting requests from Brazil for volunteers. Of course we'll accept. I think we're doing pretty well on war. We've got extensive conscription going. But obviously, all adults serve would be better. This would lower our factory output, though. And since we have 4.42 million, sorry guys, all adults serve. We got to do it. 10.44 million possible recruits here, and we better start getting these guys ready for a fight. And that division can actually go over here, join these guys. Just a lone cavalry division in the middle of nowhere. But let's see. It looks like so far the battle for Dunkirk is going well. We're attacking Walter Model, who actually fought for the Germans during the Second World War. But of course, in this case, he's fighting for the Kaiser, and specifically to defend Belgium, who is currently under control, if I'm not mistaken, by a king, SKM Albert von Puben, of course, yeah. He's the head of state, and they are German sympathizers. Now we're starting to lose that advance, as you can see there. I also want to make sure we're not being invaded from the south. We've got the Marines, guys. I'm going to put the Marines over here separate from the rest of our army. Are we going to go to war with the Marines? I don't know yet. I really don't. I'm glad that the British are doing a pretty good job at essentially trying to keep the enemy at bay here. What's the Russian Empire doing? Come on, Russia. You can do this, Russia. Do not lose. We need you, my friends. So actually, what we could do is put this offensive into action. And I'm not so sure I just want to go ahead and do an automatic offensive. We're going to add everybody to his army and go ahead and get on the front. Here in Paris, I'm going to do the same. Some foreign volunteers can join the army here of Maurice Gamelin. And we need a name for this army, so let's call this Armée Internationale. And we've also got some divisions from Brazil that have joined. It'd be great to get the communes of Brazil to actually join us officially. Then they could send a lot more men, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. So I'm actually going to jump over here to the United Communes of Brazil. And unfortunately, we need to have the syndicalists greater than 30%. Currently, they're only 9% of our government. So if we get the syndicalist up to 30%, Brazil will consider joining us. And there we go. Of course, I'm going to accept volunteers here. It looks so far the Germans have lost 2,000. We've lost 33,000. And that's primarily because of our attacks. So no, I don't think we're going to do any more attacks. Especially not if they fail. Although, look at that. Dunkirk, still going strong. But we're losing a lot of men just to take this tiny area. And now, actually, the attack is breaking down. I think I'll go ahead and stop the attack immediately. So we're just on the defensive at this point. We will take some interwar bombers here to start bombing the area. But I don't think it's going to do a lot of damage. We don't have a lot of bombers, to be honest. And what I'm really hoping the enemy does is makes a mistake here and starts a war. I wonder if we should attack. We don't seem to have enough information about the enemy, but one thing we can do is we can start improving our own units. So I'm actually going to go to the Division Proletariat, and I'm going to add some artillery here. Add some more artillery. We still need more military experience, though, and we're going to save. So now all these divisions are going to have artillery support as well. And the Empire of Japan declared war on the Russian Empire. Russians aren't looking great, unfortunately, but it is what it is. There's not much that can be done. We just need to keep on building troops, guys. That's the important thing. We need to keep on building troops. Training is taking a little longer than expected, but that's the way it is. We want to make sure our men are well-trained. We're guarding that southern coast, and eventually I might go for the naval invasion, but I think I want Germany to attack here first. You know, we're in two major wars. We're not only in a colonial war. Well, I want to call it a colonial war because we're fighting the colonies, the French colonies, really. Under Michel Pétain, and I think maybe going to the Sultanate of Morocco might not be a bad invasion area. If we can get in there, of course, we might be able to take Casablanca, a number of other cities, and maybe even liberate it and turn it to our cause. I'm not sure how realistic that is, but we'll have to wait and see. And of course, we're still waiting for some more naval units, some more. How should I put this? Marine units. We're going to unassign this guy, put it in this army. And like I said, we're going to make an entirely separate army for the Marines. Are we getting any attacks? Not yet. So this is the weirdest front ever. It's almost like North and South Korea in the sense that nobody's attacking, but if anybody crosses that line, of course, there's going to be a major conflict. But whether or not anyone's going to cross it, I don't know. I think we all seem pretty afraid to make that major move towards war. Alright, come on, boys. We could try that naval invasion. Now, of course, what we need to do is take our ships here. We need to go into the Western Mediterranean and gain naval superiority here. At that point, I'm going to take these Marines. You better hope this works, guys. But I think we need actually a few more Marine units. I think we need to get to like 5 from what I've heard online. But we are going to try for sure. And even our CNT-FI allies have a pretty good naval presence. In fact, it looks like naval-wise, we're doing really well. Do we have a commander for this? No, we don't. Let's give this command to Marcel Diard. The only reason I actually gave him command was because of that medal. Otherwise, I probably would have given it to the first guy. So you learn something new every day. The war continues, boys, but I don't think the Germans have lost any more men. We'll take a look here. Nope, they're still at 3,000. So are the Wallonians. We've lost 41,000 men, probably on that attack on Dunkirk. That was not a good idea. Definitely did not work out as planned. Okay, guys, well, this is where we're going to have to pause. I hope you guys have some great ideas for what to do in these wars. I want to take a look at the war with the French Republic as well. And I think this one, and the war is still in a status quo, so very 50-50. But, of course, with the enemy losing 207,000 men, the Commonwealth of Canada here, 13,000, 47,000 the Dominion of India, 11,000 from the Caribbean Federation. We've killed a lot of the enemy, 314,000 total losses compared to our 162,000. And actually, it was mostly the Iberian Federation that took those losses. So thank you, Iberian Federation. We appreciate your sacrifice. And there we go. We got the MAS 40. Guys, I love this gun. This is basically a French version post-war of the STG 44. So I definitely want to get our factories making this before I sign off here. Let's go ahead. Infantry equipment now changes to MAS 40 and MAS 40. Hopefully we can get it to our men, but as you can see, it's going to take a while to distribute it. They're going to be using the older war rifles until we actually manage to make enough of these, and that's going to take some time. Alright, Aménagement de Territoire. We'll go ahead and select something new over here too. We'll take the Citroën P107 for some decent, armored brigades. For modern farms, what would this give us? 2 building slots. I think I want to go for either modern equipment or the Curie project. So I'm going to go for modern equipment since I think we need infantry weapons. More naval battle results here. And that was a... well, I guess nobody won. We just kind of looked at each other for a while. But anyway, guys, yeah, if I keep playing, I'll never stop. So we're going to stop here. But I hope you guys are enjoying everything so far. We need your tips. We need your advice. Let me know what you think we should do. Should we actually go through with our attack? Or should we think of a different way to attack the enemy? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care. And vive la commune. Ooh, the Sino Coalition.